classic artist thing where it's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like don't give me a warning shot. My next chapter. You just gave us a chapter.
You didn't like the Jin one
what is
either.
it? You just gave you dropped the record 3 weeks ago. What was the next chapter? You gave us a chapter. You gave us 21 songs, and none of them are outperforming any of Kendrick's records. The song that people talk about is You By Yourself. Where's Party? Nokia. Like I don't understand the strategy anymore. Let's say he would have just dropped Nokia, right?
Here we go.
Here's one. Let's say he would have just dropped. Imagine this world.
Yeah.
I'm Drake. I got low for a couple months. I let the Super Bowl go by, I let the Grammys go by, blah, blah. Then I pop up, and here's my first single. It's called Nokia. TikTok goes crazy. All the boys back. Oh, the f***ers battle. Da, 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 da. And my solo album's coming in a month or 2 months. Wouldn't there be a whole different perspective, a perception of him, and everything would look different than it does now? So now you've underperformed with this Party record like I told you was going to do. And now you want to sell us on the dream of a solo record that's going to crush everything again. Like, come on, dog. So where's it? As Head said earlier, it's like, I thought he was such a brilliant strategist, just like a fellow brilliant strategist, Kendrick. But what's your thing you always say, Head? He's like, he's not intelligent. He's just cunning in a sense, right? Witty. Cunning and witty. He's more cunning and witty. Cunning and what?
Witty.
What's that? Witty. He's more cunning and witty than strategic. You know, and the way he moves, like I don't get it anymore. It's like he's just frustrated because he likes being the number one guy. It's hard to sell the world that he's the number one guy. I don't care how many girls you have that's your homegirls in the yacht doing those lyrics and shooting these little TikToks. You're not number one, dog. It's the die era. You're number two. You're silver medalist. You're number one right now, and you're mad, and you can't hide it. So that same position, like Head saying earlier too, like, of you just being mad and everybody else just doesn't get it. It's like, no, we get it. We like you still, but we don't like how you're moving. And he still isn't moving right. So I don't get it. It's like,
bro, go make your song.
He made songs at Party, made 21 songs, and none of them in the top 50. Not one song. Not one song they made together is in the top. No, the Die Trying, the pop.
What about Somebody Love Me? Is that not up there?
I don't think it's. Why are you getting beat by? You're still battling Not Like Us. Not Like Us is number 2 record in the country. How did that? Before we get out of here, one last thing. I get that people are going to say, okay, these records are doing well because of the pre-hype, post-game, Super Bowl, blah, blah. We never seen nothing like that. Isn't Drake's presence furthering the Kendrick reign of why these records are still dominant? He's fueling Luther. He's fueling TV Off. He's fueling Not Like Us. He's running himself down to the ground and losing over and over again because of his actions. No?
Yeah.
And you think Nokia is going to save the day? You can TikTok yourself to the end. It's not going to save the day. It's not going to change what the world is. Not going.
You can't Tootsie Slide out of this one.
You can't give enough hugs out. It's not happening. But hey, what do I know, man? I'm ready for a solo album dropping in October. Okay, great.
Birthday.
Jeremy Heck.
Yeah.
World knows you inspired this for me. And I'm like, that's all I need. Just tell them that. But I think the powers that be are sitting back because let's be clear. The powers that be want Drake to win. The powers that be need Drake to win. Let's be clear. Drake is what they call, what's the word I'm looking for? He will cooperate with the system. Right? So you need Drake to win. He's actually the perfect thing for the system, right? He's half black, half white. We already talked about Yamaka, right? He's friendly. He's all these things. He lets everybody in. He's bigger than everybody. So the industry needs Drake to win more than they need Kendrick to win. Kendrick brings in troublemakers. Drake brings in hits. Kendrick brings in trouble. He brought trouble to, and what I mean by trouble, I'm not talking about to us, I'm talking about to the system, right? Kendrick is doing songs like We Gonna Be All Right and The Pimp a Butterfly, and he's talking about the injustices, and Drake is just talking about getting money, just having fun. Who the you think the system wants to win, guys? Drake. So I'm thinking that the system is, these guys at the top are like, how can we save our favorite? Because let's be clear, there will be residue if Drake falls off. There will be residue. You got to remember how many other artists that he helped. You got to remember, it's like when one tide rises, the other ones fall. There will be residue if Drake doesn't come back. We will need a new king. We're talking about the #1 streaming rapper for the last 10 years in a row. If we're going to need a new king, then who is it going to be? Who is even close? They don't want Kendrick to be the king. Kendrick is too black. So I think that this person who is very powerful, very rich, very successful, figured out y'all two need each other. Because think about it. What does Kanye walk around with his shirt on, with a what on it? A swastika. Drake is a Jew. So now when Drake stands next to Kanye, that goes away, right? When Kanye stands next to Drake, when Drake stands next to Ye, remember, Ye gonna give him the hardest records. It's always big business, but I'm thinking from Ye perspective, what can be the one thing that no one saw coming? Me and the that y'all all went against coming at all of y'all now. But I might be wrong. I know I have no insight, none of that, but I'm saying the way I think, why would he be trying to go against Kendrick unless he needed smoke with Kendrick? Because what's the famous saying? Your enemy, if you and me have the same enemies, then who are we? We allies now. Now they become allies. I might be wrong. I might be crazy, but what other reason would Ye go at him? Ye is going at, he's going at Jewish people and the blackest of the blackest rappers. Like, what are you doing? I think he has a plan. I think his plan is to come back with Drake. I think it's to drop an album. I might be 100% wrong. Drop a single, but I think that he's trying to show Drake, you could trust me. I'ma diss that. I'ma go at that. Don't worry, you sit back. Remember he tweeted a few days ago, I love Drake. He's really this. I want him to speak at my funeral. Like, he's doing all these things to kiss up to Drake, to partner with Drake, to get what he needs, the same way he kind of did what he did with Hov, to get what he needed. Ye is brilliant. They all smart, but to me, it's like, this is too low for somebody to not have a bigger plan that they go. I just can't see it being like that.
All right, y'all. So there you have it. First of all, I want to thank y'all so much for tapping into my channel. I appreciate y'all so much. And the clip I did show y'all, that was Elliot Wilson. And he was speaking on the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef that took place because, even though it happened over 1 year ago, there's still clips going viral every day of Drake and Kendrick. So I'm going to speak on it. So what he said was Drake, he's actually refusing to realize, or rather accept, that this is the Kendrick Lamar era. Because, Drake, we got to keep it a stack. Drake, he had around 10 summers when he dominated the music scene. And every summer he had several hits. But it seems like this may be his first summer that he's not going to have any hits this summer, if you ask me. But at the same time, we shall see. Maybe he can produce some hits. And if he does that, he's going to be able to have his comeback. Because he's been able to have several hits every summer. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.